Hi, I'm Bunnie Rivera. Welcome to Miracle Theater's Nueva Frontera, a digital series expanding Milagro's walls and making art accessible during this COVID-19 pandemic. Today, you'll be watching a Zoom table read of my short film, This Land Is. I wrote this script almost 20 years ago, and it's based on real lives that mattered, and I think it's still very relevant today. It's the story of a young boy's journey to the beginning of his search for his chosen family. I want to thank the great and talented actors and technicians who helped to bring this table read to life. I hope you enjoy the show, and thank you again for watching.
Hi, my name is Anthony Lamb, and I'm reading the narrator.
Hi, my name is Matthew Cepeda, and I'll be playing Jesse.
Hello, my name is Amalia Alarcon Morris, and I'll be playing Mercedes.
Hi, my name is Rosalie Seiler, and I'll be playing Lena.
Hi, my name is Pedro Dominguez, and I'll be playing Beto.
Hi, my name is Miguel Acuna, and I'll be playing the role of Rudy.
This Land Is by Bunnie Rivera. A child's voice makes vroom, vroom car sounds. The child's fingers pushes a toy car, which is missing a wheel, along a dusty floor. The toy car is pushed around various clutter and spilled liquid. A real car splashes through a stream of water in the street. The car passes a gang memorial car wash. Gang types are holding a banner in memory of Jesse's house. The child continues playing with the toy car. City street. The real car continues down the street. The toy and real car match turn for turn, corner for corner. Jesse's house. The child stops playing, stands with his toy, and heads to the kitchen. The real car squeaks to a stop in front of a rundown house. Mercedes, age 60, exits the car and walks hurriedly toward the front door. She knocks anxiously. No answer. She looks through the window and knocks on it. No answer. After a moment of hesitation, she tests the door and opens it. The door opens to a scene of filth and squalor. The room is lit by ambient light from the kitchen. Drug paraphernalia, liquor bottles, etc. can be seen. The house hasn't been cleaned in a long while. Mercedes reacts to the stench. She hears a noise from the kitchen. Mercedes enters the kitchen. The cupboards are open. The fridge is open, containing moldy bread, beer cans, etc. Next to the sink, there are foil pieces, spoons, a lighter, and flat mirror. The child, Jesse, is sitting on the kitchen floor eating cheese powder from a macaroni box he has ripped open with a dirty butter knife. His fingers are orange from dipping into the cheese powder. He looks up at Mercedes. His face is smeared with dirt mixed with orange powder and snot. Mercedes holds her arms out and quietly but urgently speaks to him.
Jesse, ay, pobrecito, ven a la abuela.
Jesse glances at her and turns back to his cheese powder, showing no emotion. Mercedes picks him up with the cheese box and toy car. Mercedes carries Jesse past the living room where he was playing. There may be sleeping adults in another room. She freezes for a moment, then continues through the little world Jesse had created from the chaos. As they exit the house, Jesse shows no emotion while looking back from Mercedes' shoulder. As he is buckled in the car, his face continues gazing at the house. The car door closes. The car door opens from the outside. The hand and arm opening the door is Jesse, now age 9. He reaches in and rolls up the window. The door closes and Jesse washes the window with a soapy sponge. Suddenly, He is sprayed with water from a hose. Jesse's happy expression is in stark contrast to his emotionless face 5 years ago. He looks healthy. His two friends, Beto, 9, and Rudy, 9, are washing the car with him. Beto is a Pee-wee gang wannabe. Rudy is more innocent, trying but failing to pull off the Pee-wee gang look. The boys horse around with each other while finishing the car washing. Once the car is rinsed, they head toward the house. The boys enter the comfy but spare bungalow. Mercedes is sitting on a worn couch, her back to the door, watching a telenovela on a small television. She looks more disheveled and worn than we last saw her. She wears a gauze patch held with miscellaneous band-aids on her lower leg. The gauze has a bit of ooze showing through.
Hey, Grandma, I'm done with the car.
Okay, Jesse. Ay, 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 look at your clothes. I hope you got some water on the car. Come here, mijo.
Jesse goes to Mercedes, but is aware that his friends are watching as she ruffles his hair and tickles him.
Grandma.
Escucha, are you going with your friends to play?
Yeah, at the mall.
Well, be back by 5 and be good boys.
Jesse looks at Beto, who snickers.
Si, abuela. Come on, guys.
The boys head to Jesse's room. Mercedes catches Beto's gaze as they pass. Beto keeps walking, aware of Mercedes. As soon as they are inside Jesse's room and the door closes,
And be good boys, okay?
Yeah. Knock it off, pinche chingon.
Lambiscon.
I'm a good boy. Are you a good boy? Beto, I know you're not a good boy.
Come here, Poncho.
Pocho,
No, you come here, moco.
no pendejo.
with that, the boys play wrestle with each other, throwing pillows, blankets, and jumping on the bed. Rudy lands on the floor with a thud. A small box falls with a thud from the nightstand.
What's going on in
It
there?
is Jesse's treasure box. A small photo falls from the box. The boys stop wrestling and Rudy dusts himself off. Jesse picks up the photo and ponders it for a moment. It is a photo of a young, smiling Lena, his mother. He places it back into the box and puts the box back on his nightstand.
Pedro, fix my bed.
You fix your own bed, loco.
Jesse changes his shirt while Beto and Rudy sort of make the bed.
Let's go.
They ruckusly head out the bedroom door. The boys leave Mercedes' house through the front door and head down the sidewalk, horsing around along the way. They sit on the sidewalk.
Your grandma doesn't like me.
Heck, I don't like you, chingon. You're too weird, that's why.
Heck, pendejo grandma's boy.
I like your grandma.
She's trying to make me grow up to be a big, strong vato.
Cholo.
The boys laugh.
I do what I want, when I want. Nobody tells me what to do.
Beto pulls out the most current video game from his pocket.
Oh my god, where did you get these?
From the Tooth Fairy, pendejo.
Did you steal them?
Beto gives Rudy a goofy smirk as he hands a game to Jesse. Jesse looks at it for a moment, but has something else on his mind.
Beto, do you remember your real mom?
Que se vaya la madre. Puta bitch. I got a sister somewhere, though.
Wow, you got a sister? Where is she?
Yeah, Moco, I got a sister. I said somewhere, Pepe. You stuffing boogers in your ears instead of eating them?
Wow.
How many foster homes you been in?
Shit, I don't even know, man. Kajillions.
Wow.
Beto smacks Rudy.
How come you keep changing them?
I don't know. Last ones were a bunch of fucking assholes. Man, the stuff they do to you. Almost got away, but the pinche cops got me.
Wow.
Shut up, cabron! I don't know. I might split from the ones I got now.
Do you think any of them ever love you like a real family? I mean, like a real mom would?
No answer from Bethel on that question. The boys stand up to continue to the mall just as a group of gangbangers pass, carrying buckets, towels, and spray bottles. The boys watch them pass as Bethel catches the gaze of one of them. Bethel flashes a gang sign and the gang member reciprocates. Once the gang passes, Bethel is stoked and smacks Rudy with obvious pride. Jesse watches as the gang walks away. Jesse gets ready for bed. Once in bed, he picks up the treasure box and opens it. Inside is his old toy car, other kid stuff, and the photo of Lena. He puts the video game from Bethel inside the box and fingers the toy car while looking at the photo as he lies down. Jesse drifts off to sleep. The photo of Lena turns into a radiant Lena smiling. She is carrying an elaborate food feast of piping hot macaroni and cheese. She lays it on a table in front of Jesse. A smiling Jesse looks up at Lena, then down to the feast on the table.
Good night, mi corazón.
Suddenly, the food is turned into a torn box of mac and cheese powder. Jesse sticks his fingers in the powder and frantically gorges on it. Jesse startles awake as Mercedes enters the room.
Good night, mi corazón.
Jesse blinks his eyes in a daze for a moment.
Did you brush your teeth?
See, Grandma.
Mercedes moves to Jesse's bed. She gently touches the treasure box.
What are you thinking about?
Grandma, how come I never see my mother?
Mercedes sighs, sits on the bed, and rearranges the items in the box. She picks up the photo, puts it back in the box, and looks at the new game.
Ay, mijo, it's difficult. She can't.
Beto doesn't live with his mother either. He's not bad, Grandma.
Okay, I know.
I wish he could be happy like me.
I wish everybody could be happy like you. And happy like you make me.
I love you, Grandma.
I love you too, mijo. Eres la luz de mi vida.
Jesse lies down. Mercedes puts the box on the nightstand, turns out the light, and closes the door. Jesse and Rudy meet up with Bethel, who is already outside just off campus. A group of young gang wannabes hang nearby.
I'm with? I'm in.
Bethel and Rudy walk toward the waiting group. Jesse hesitates.
You coming?
Nah, I should go home.
Bethel gives him a thoughtful glance.
Okay, Grandma's boy. See you later.
Jesse shrugs and waves them off. Bethel waves back and heads back to the group. Rudy hesitates a moment before following Bethel. Jesse walks in the opposite direction. Jesse walks by another memorial car wash on his way home. Mercedes is sitting on the couch but looks confused. A novela is playing on the TV. She touches her forehead with the back of her hand. She rises and walks to the bathroom. She returns with a glucose monitor, gauze, and tape and sits back onto the couch. She sets the monitor aside and bends down to check the bandage on her lower leg. Carefully removing the bandage, she reveals an ulcerated wound on her leg. Mercedes gingerly presses around the wound and frowns. She applies new gauze and band-aids. She turns her attention to the glucose monitor. Her forehead is glistening as she pricks her finger to test her blood glucose. The number reads low. Jesse enters the living room from the front door. As he walks in, Mercedes is fumbling with a glass of orange juice and mumbling. He moves toward her.
Abuela?
Mercedes doesn't respond. She sips the juice and studies the numbers on the meter. Her brow is furrowed and still glistening.
Grandma?
Oh, Jesse, did your friends go home?
Yeah. Everything okay, Grandma?
Oh, no. No, everything is fine.
She gathers her equipment and tucks it into the crack of the couch.
You doing good in school, huh?
Yeah, Grandma.
Good, mijo, good.
Jesse watches as Mercedes turns back to her novela. He has a concerned look on his face. Jesse is sitting on his bed with his treasure box next to him, examining the stolen video game. There is a muffled conversation coming from another part of the house. He goes to his door and opens it. The door to Mercedes' room is closed. The sounds of muffled but tense phone conversation can be heard. Jesse closes his door. Jesse enters the kitchen and opens the refrigerator. He notices some orange juice is spilled in front of the fridge. He leaves it and turns his attention back to the snack fixings in the fridge, grabs some, and gets a butter knife from the drawer. A door closes in another part of the house. Jesse moves to the table and assembles a sandwich. Mercedes enters the kitchen with a worried expression. She is holding an empty glass and moves to the sink, turns on the water, and rinses the glass.
Mijito, I need to talk to you.
Jesse is stuffing his mouth with food. After a moment, Mercedes continues.
Pretty soon you'll be a big vato, taller than me, eh?
Mercedes rinses her hands, dries them with a towel, and wrings it a bit excessively.
Then can I have your car?
Maybe. You're almost old enough to take care of your abuela, huh?
Grandma, pretty soon I'll get a job and then I can buy you whatever you want.
Mercedes turns off the water and sits at the table across from Jesse.
Ay, mijo, that would be very, very nice. Jesse, listen to me very carefully. ¿Me escuchas? You have to stay inside the house for a while.
What? Why, Grandma?
Jesse, por favor, just listen to me. Please, I have to figure something out.
What?
Please, mijo, just do as I say. I can't tell you more right now. I just need you to do as I say.
But me and Beto were going to...
Jesse, please, obey me on this.
Jesse is shocked by Mercedes' forcefulness. After a moment,
It's because you don't like Beto, isn't it? I can't believe you.
he shoves his snack and exits sharply. Mercedes is left in the kitchen alone. Jesse is on the phone.
No, I can't. God. Okay. Hold on.
Jesse checks outside his door for Mercedes. He turns back to the phone.
Okay. But only for a little while. I'm not supposed to go out.
He hangs up the phone, slips on a jacket, and exits the room. Jesse is surprised to see Mercedes in the living room. She sits on her couch with her back to the front door. The television is on as usual. Jesse keeps an eye on Mercedes as she bends over to rub her lower leg. He sneaks past her to the front door and carefully opens it. Jesse opens the door, but spies a woman, Lena, 30, on the curb. He backs up before she sees it. Mercedes notices Jesse as he backs up. He points out the front door. Mercedes goes to the door and sees Lena.
Go to your room now, Jesse. Go.
She exits through the front door and closes it behind her. Jesse listens briefly through the door as the women converse outside. He turns and goes back into his bedroom. Jesse listens from his bed as the women's muffled conversation has moved into the living room and escalates into an argument. Jesse plays the stolen video game on a small television. Suddenly, a loud thud is heard outside his room and Jesse listens. The video game continues without him. The following conversation is outside his room.
We have to talk first.
No,
It's not time, mija.
it's time for me. God, when will you stop interfering?
When you are ready, mija, then we can do this.
I am ready.
It's not time now. A few more months. Jesse will be older.
He's old enough.
I can help you. He's doing so good now. Taking him now, he's just not ready. You're not ready. Let me prepare him.
Just get out of the way.
Jesse's bedroom door slams open. A startled Jesse drops the controller to the game. Lena stands at the door and stares at him. She tentatively smiles. Mercedes pushes past Lena and tries to speak calmly, but there is an urgency to her voice that perplexes Jesse.
Mija, don't do this. You're not ready.
Stop. Soy limpia. I haven't touched anything for a month. Please get out of my way, vieja.
Lena shoves past Mercedes and steps through the open door. Jesse stands as she walks toward him, not so much from fear, but from confusion. He knows this is Lena, the mother he has been curious about, but backs up as she approaches. Mercedes is quiet. Lena is his mother after all.
Hey, Jesse. Remember me?
Jesse nods.
I came for you.
There is surprise on Jesse's face. Lena takes the pillowcase from Jesse's pillow and tosses it to him. She glances at Mercedes, then turns back to Jesse.
So get your stuff.
Lena helps Jesse stuff some clothes and items in the pillowcase. Mercedes watches helplessly, as if unsure what to do or say for Jesse's sake. She approaches Lena.
Mija, stop. We have to talk about this. You can't take care of him yet. Think of Jesse. What's best for him? Let him stay here. He's doing good here. You can visit.
Lena
How are you going
slaps
to...
Mercedes.
You are not his mother!
Mercedes stands stunned and paralyzed as Lena drags a stunned Jesse out of the room. She slowly sinks to the floor as Jesse's avatar is being killed off in the game. A one-story, dilapidated apartment building. Disrepair and clutter strewn about. The tiny kitchen is cluttered. There is a single bowl and spoon on the counter next to the sink. The sink is full of dirty dishes. Jesse reaches for a box of cereal from the cupboard. He is wearing wrinkled but seemingly clean clothes. His hair is wet and combed. He puts the cereal box on the table. There is a full ashtray on the table. Jesse moves to an almost empty refrigerator to get milk for his cereal and the bowl and spoon. Lena enters the kitchen. She is wearing a light robe. She seems a bit jittery and distracted. She notices the empty fridge.
Yeah, I'll get some groceries today.
As Jesse pours cereal and milk into his bowl, Lena goes to the cupboard stocked with cigarette cartons and takes a pack from a box. She sits at the table and lights up in front of Jesse.
I have to go to school today. I already missed the first day.
Are you sure you don't remember your social security number? Do you think they can get it at the school?
Jesse shrugs without moving his attention from his breakfast.
Shit. If I have to go to that damn fucking social security office, where the fuck else can I get it?
Jesse continues eating, knowing full well the cons. Lena stands to exit the kitchen.
I'm going out tonight. You be okay?
She begins to leave, then stops and turns.
Are you sure you don't have that social security number somewhere? Damn it. I need that fucking money.
She takes a long drag and observes Jesse while he eats, waiting for acknowledgement. After a moment, she exits. Mercedes, wearing a pink coat, waits in an endlessly long line. Jesse is reaching into a cupboard. He finds only empty cigarette cartons and an almost empty box of cereal. He places the box of cereal on the table. He looks different, older, paler, and tired. He looks in the fridge for milk and sees only cheap wine and an almost empty jar of mayonnaise. He grabs the mayonnaise jar, opens it, pours water in it from the faucet, and swirls it around. He gets the bowl and spoon from the counter and pours cereal in the bowl. Then he pours in the mayo water and stirs the cereal. He takes a bite. It is apparent from his expression that it tastes awful. He stares at the bowl for a moment, then rises and leaves through the back door. Jesse is on a couch in Lena's living room, in a t-shirt and covered with a thin blanket. There is a used candle on the couch arm and a half-eaten Hot Pocket next to him. The place is a mess. He drifts off. Mercedes' face is smiling, angelic. She looks beautiful and healthy.
Jesse, mi hijo, eres la luz de mi vida. Te amo.
Jesse's eyes open. He lays on the couch quietly. Lena is sitting at the table and she is very shaky, almost ill, with dark circles under her eyes and her hair disheveled. She looks like she's been sobbing and can barely hold it together. She is clearly on withdrawal and seems hardly able to focus. Jesse enters the room and stares at her, unsure what to expect. Lena sees Jesse, stands and goes to the cupboard and frantically searches in it. It is pretty much empty except for the cigarette carton. She grabs it. Seeing that it is empty, she slams it down and sinks to the floor, sobbing and moaning. Jesse stares at her. He moves to her and places his hand on her shoulder.
What?
Jesse jerks away. Lena stops crying and grabs his hand.
You love me. I wanted you. That's why I came for you, right? You believe me? You're the only one who loves me. The only one. You all go away. Why? Why do you all go away? I shouldn't love you because you're like all of them. You don't love me. Everybody. You leave me too. I'm trying. Always trying. I can't. Oh God. I'm always trying. I can't.
She doesn't make any sense and breaks down into sobbing again. Suddenly, she goes quiet and curls into a fetal position on the floor. Jesse stands stock still for a moment, then runs out of the kitchen. A door slams. In Jesse's bedroom, Jesse sits at the open window, moving his toy car back and forth on the windowsill. Adults are laughing and yelling obnoxiously in another part of the house. It is obvious Lena has lost her battle for sobriety. The louder the adults get, the faster Jesse moves the car. His expression grows contorted. As a climactic crescendo is reached, an anguished Jesse hurls the toy car out the window. Jesse moves from the window to his treasure box. He opens it and takes out a memorial card for Mercedes' funeral. Jesse examines the card and places it back in the box. There is the sound of movement in the room. The pillow is moved and returned with no pillowcase. The box stays on the nightstand. A few moments later, a door closes amid the sound of the adults. Time spans, weeds and grass grow, seasons change, grass dies, rain falls, and the toy car rusts. The passage of time represents the plight of children without stable families who fall through the cracks of social services. The children who find their own families whichever way they can.